Go, cha-cha! Yeah, cha-cha!
We allowed them to sort of dictate the pace of the game, you know, and also, you know, I mean, they were dropping 8 and rushing 3. We need to be able to rush the football against that, and so we got to see why we didn't get that done, you know. So we'll just take a look at it. It's one of those things.
Ben, you knew what, I guess, if you were going to throw 23 at you, what was what with the defense tonight you couldn't contain him?
Well, I mean, it would be 2 stops and let him go. You know, so we didn't hold them on third down plays, especially. So they had a number of third and longs that they got away with, and you know, we make those stops and we can turn the momentum just a little bit. The worst part of it was just letting them control the whole pace of it.
Yeah.
You know, we let them. They just slowed the game down to a crawl, basically, and used the clock. And you know, from that standpoint, it was kind of an old school game. And I thought in the first half they did a great job of punting the football, you know, and playing field position, and so they just kind of kept themselves in there by doing that. And you know, we just didn't take enough advantage of our opportunities.
And what about your quarterback? He was huge on third down, especially in the second half.
You know, we had a talk at halftime just to kind of settle down and relax, and I think we saw in the second half what he's capable of doing. You know, he missed a few early in the game, and he had that pick, obviously, but that led to that score for Carpinteria. But we had a talk at halftime. I think we called some plays that he was a little bit more comfortable with, and yeah, he made some plays tonight. We're counting on.
Their secondary seemed pretty good, especially in the second half. It seemed like they were on, or was Ian just not hitting the right receivers?
They were dropping 8 guys, you know, so they were playing that, you know, they had a lot of guys, and so they were able to sit on routes, and, you know, they gave Ian plenty of time, but they had plenty of guys in coverage. So, you know, we have to run really good routes, and then we have to go after the football and catch it. Instead, we put the ball on the ground several times. So that's what it takes. You know, if they're going to drop, then we either have to be able to rush the football, or we better run really great routes and catch the football.
He came to us last year, and he was tearing it up on the JVs. Pulled him up to varsity last year in our first round playoff game. He went for 330, and so, you know, right then and there, we knew he was special. You know, when we first saw him at South, and then had a great night tonight, man. That run there at the end of the game kind of helped to seal it. So
I came up, got the ball, followed my blocker. I saw a big hole, I cut, and I was just gone.
Yeah.
Take care.
touchdown, Carpinteria. Ian Craddock on a 5-yard keeper.
Did you think it could be 0-2 to start the season? Against, I mean, you had two quality opponents.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going to actually happen. What we wanted to do is make sure that we were improving through this whole season. I mean, our focus is going to be on league, and we have to get better to get ready to play in league. You know, of course, we'd like to win. You know, and we've been, you know, close enough in both these games. There's things that we could have done better to put ourselves in a position to actually win these games instead of just be close.
Yeah.
So, you know, that'll be part of what we want to do. We want to turn that corner and make it so that when we play, we win. You know, rather than just play it tough. We want to win. But, you know, right now our focus is on getting better every week and getting ourselves ready so that we can play really, you know, at the top of our game when we get to league.